What's up, motherfoxers? Spiral locks. I'm going to demonstrate and show you how to install them. Did I just say the same thing two different ways? I did. I'm going to demonstrate so you know how to install them. That's better. I should just leave that in. I'm such a moron. Alright guys, we got the tool, which is right here. Lovely. It's got a patent on it, so they'll be enjoying that for 7 years. This is a tool called, right here, locking tool. They didn't send this to me. This is just a good tool. So, and this is what it is, and it gets these spiral locks onto the piston with the wrist pin. This plastic one was like, I think when I bought it was like $45. They do have a metal one that's, I think, over 100. I could be wrong about that. And I see why, because the two that I had put in so far, or the two pistons, it does kind of rip into these a little bit. So this thing is going to wear out either with this whole set of pistons or even maybe another one. That's who has it. Kind of a dumb name. I'm going to pick something else. But funny thing is, you ever see those big fat paper clips? This is what this is from. I know this because I have to deal with these things every day. It's actually a good tool because what it does is it keeps the wrist pin from coming out the other end here. So all you got to do is just pop this in the grooves right there. Hopefully you can see that. Just pop it in there. Then you're going to get the wrist pin. Of course, the piston. Now you got to make sure which way you're going to have this, because if you can see here, see this big chamfer? See how big that is? See how wide it is? Now you come over to this side, it's thinner. The thinner part is going to butt up against another rod, okay? So the other rod is going to be here, and this part is against the counterweight in the crank. So you got to make sure you're putting these on which way you need them. I got two done, one for each side. So I just got to keep remembering to do that, all right? So there's the arrow is pointing this way, okay? We got the arrow pointing this way. So I'll just take the wide part and put the wide part toward the arrow, okay? And what I'm going to do is the next one, I'm going to make sure the thin part is toward the arrow. Now hopefully these slide, and I'm having an issue with the other one. These things, they got this crap on them when they ship them. Yeah, let me get that in there. Push that wrist pin all the way in there, okay? So that's up against this thing here. Now, with this, we're going to take this, and you see the grooves around here. Now, they tell you this mark right here is where you want the end of this spiral lock to be. But I found out you got to kind of go just a little bit past that, okay? Let me get this on here first. Now I'm going to take this and kind of pull it out a little bit. It isn't going to hurt it because it's going to wind up in that groove in there, this whole thing. So I'm going to pull it apart a little bit and then put it over this whole thing here. We will start to twist it on just like that. It isn't the easiest of things to do. You got to make sure it doesn't cut into it or anything. Now I did pre-sand these. They give you this paper in here just to kind of get the burrs off the beginning of that. Now you got to kind of tilt this so what this is here, get it in there, and usually you'll hear it click, and then you turn this counterclockwise, I believe. See it moving down now? Look at that. Look at this. And there's your spiral lock right in there. Boom. Just like, oh, it didn't quite get all the way in there. Hang on a second. Okay, so I had a bit of a snafu. I just put that back in there and twisted it. back in. So it's in there now. Let's do the other side now here. And this one usually is not that hard. I did those two kind of flawlessly, but here, let me get this on there. All right, guys, I already got that one side in that I had this thing on the other side of it right here. So I've taken it out, twist it around. You can see why they make a steel one. This thing's coming apart. There's that. So now, what you want to do is you want to take this bottom piece and you want to tilt it like this and then turn it. Hear that click? Now if you turn it counterclockwise, this will run itself right down in there. Hopefully my hand's not in the way of watching this go down. Kind of got to guide it on this tool, but you see it going down. Look at it going down in there. Come on. There it goes. You just keep turning it counterclockwise, and I'll pretty much have another snap right there. And there's your spiral lock put in. That is awesome. Look at that. That piston's done. And we got, again, we'll look at the arrow. We got the big chamfer on this side. So now we want to put a little chamfer on the other side. And this wrist pin was giving me crap here. So I put a lot of oil on it. Yeah, see, that doesn't want to move. Not sure what's going on because I just took it out of here. Pounded it out with a socket, which is weird. The arrow is over here. And the small part is over here. So small part, arrow part. Stick that in there. See if I can't push this thing in. There it goes. Sorry for the shaking. We got it in there. Sweet. Take our little paper clip device. Stick it in the spiral lock groove. There's not no particular hole. I mean, it's just in where the spiral lock is going. So we'll get another one here and pop her on in. So you just gotta pull this apart a little bit here. And we'll stick her on this thing. All right, so we're gonna stick the bottom right in there. Turn it up straight. Going down. Come on, you. Get in there. Yeah, this is the thing about it, though. I think this would be better if it was metal, but this plastic one is working. And keep turning it. It's going down. There it goes. And there's your spiral lock. I know I'm fiddling with this thing here, guys, but I'm telling you, I watched Justin put these in my car. I messed with it for 20 minutes trying to get it, and I gave up. The only reason I gave up is because it was the last one we were doing, and he just wanted to get it done. So that's why I gave up on it. But this, because you're trying to take this whole spiral thing and put it in one groove that's in there. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, so pretty cool little tool. Yeah, lock-in tool. Lock, L-O-C-K -I-N-T-O-O-L. What a dumb name. Oh, and there's your patent mark on there too. So that is all in there, man. Pretty cool. You can see a little bit of debris from that tool. Make sure you clean that out if you're going to use that tool. So, but yeah, there's those two done. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get the rest of these done, and I'll bring you back when they're all lined up. All right, there we are. We got them all. Okay, so if you guys want to look close, We got the two skinnies right there. Wide one right there. Wide one. Wide one. Wide one. Talking about the champers now. And in between. So we got them all opposites. So we are good, man. And if you got a keen eye, you'll spot something. Like, you know, that right there. I'm going to have to get another spiral lock. They tell you to sand these things down to get the burrs off them. I did. So I was struggling with that one, and for some reason, it must have caught. It's this piston right here, I believe. The other side. When I was putting it in, because you got to really push down on those things and twist them counterclockwise. I mean, you have to. And I was doing that, and all of a sudden, usually they just keep turning and turning and turning. You'll feel it get gritty and stuff, but then all of a sudden it just stopped. Like it wouldn't move, and I'm like, what is going on here? And when I did that, because you're just putting so much force on it to turn it, it bent this weird. And if you can see that, it kind of, instead of being flat, this right here, instead of it being just flat, it's kind of this whole thing here twisted. So so I think the front of this got caught. I tried to get it back in there, but it was almost in, but it wouldn't go. It bent up like that, if you can see it. It happens, man, when you're doing stuff. So everything else went in pretty good. I mean, a few of them fought me a little bit, but it wasn't a tremendously big deal, I guess. But this tool here, again, it's kind of beat up. I mean, you could probably do another engine with these. I don't know if it'd last much beyond that, but I mean, but $45 for that thing, dude, and it was well worth the money for the headache it would have been trying to put these in by hand. But I don't know. I'll go look up online, see if I can't find. Probably have to buy a set of them, but whatever. But anyway, they're, well, I mean, 99% done, I guess. The other thing I want to explain to you here too, I had it happen to me just on two of them. It was kind of weird. The spiral lock didn't go into the groove all the way, which was interesting. So I had to take a screwdriver and just kind of push it in there, and it just snaps right in. For some reason, it was hanging just above the groove there, and I just pushed it down, and it just, went in. So it was only a couple of them. So, and these are free floating wrist pins. So there you go. I mean, it's not like it's gonna be totally flawless, as I proved, because I'm an idiot. But yeah, I didn't expect that. That was the only one that just kind of stopped in the groove there, and it was like done. It said no more of that. But I'll get another one of those. I mean, man, dude, you do stuff like this, things happen like that, but oh well. When Justin put them into my car, all by hand, he didn't ruin one of them. But there's that. Not totally flawless, but at the same time, that thing makes it way easier to do that. So anyway, thanks. Later.